Oh, good morning, everyone.
I don't like this stand.
No, it's kind of like
It's
hippie.
it's
And it
not.
doesn't keep it's not, so we have a stand for our iPad, but it doesn't actually like hold, it just, the iPad rests on it, but it doesn't secure it onto the
And we
stand.
had another one, but it
it's
broke,
yeah.
and we replaced it with this, and I don't love this.
No, but it's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
working.
okay. How are you? Did you make your?
I
That's
did.
Natalie.
This is the Natalie.
Nice.
I just finished it. I've been on this kick lately to finish projects that I have started. This I had partially cut out like 2-3 months ago. And I was like putting it together. Yeah.
Is it that recycled cotton?
No, this is the bamboo cotton.
Oh yes, that we had for a
fleece.
long time.
Yes. It's super cozy and warm. I don't like how droopy this is. I like it a little bit more structured so you could actually see what's going on.
You can put interfacing.
I thought about that. I decided not to because I hate interfacing knits.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I sewed a Natalie yesterday morning out of chickens.
I love this pattern. It's so good.
It's really good.
What I was also thinking was I could line it with a different fabric that had more structure. So I might take it off and fix it, but I don't know. I probably won't.
No.
But I put grommets in it.
Nice. Yeah, I put grommets in mine too. And I put cord locks on the end and everything.
Yeah,
very nice.
It's funny because I think these are
big. And it's sparkly.
And it's got some sparkle. Like, it's very hard to see, but it's got sparkle. Rainbow sparkle.
Rainbow sparkle. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I was like, that's fun.
And it's a U color.
Yeah. I luckily had like matching cording in my stash.
There you go. That's what happens when you have a big stash. You can pretty much find what you if you can find it.
Yeah, if you can find it. I was looking for the pattern because I needed to mark where the grommets went, and I was like, where the hell did I put this pattern? It was in a pile of patterns under a whole bunch of fabric, and it was in the corner of doom that is in my sewing room. So
I'm trying to stay organized and put things into bags, into like project bags. So that I can at least like pull them out.
Yeah.
Well, and I ended up finishing. I finished a couple of dresses.
Perfect.
And a pair of pants this week because I pulled out fall clothes
it's fall now,
and things didn't fit. So it was like, yep, need new clothes.
Yeah. What else did I finish? Ooh, I finished this quilted jacket that I was making. I was wearing
That's for your class, yes.
It's not the tamarack. It's some of my students are sewing the tamarack, but it's the Wixton unfolding jacket, which you can no longer get. So I just took like this black twill and I quilted it to the bamboo batting.
Nice.
And then I just bag lined it with flannel. So it's super warm, super cozy. So I had that cut out a year ago.
Oh my God.
Finally finished that. And then I have another tamarack that I want to finish, and I think I'm going to finish tonight during my quilted jacket class. So that'll be 3 projects out of the sewing room.
We went to the Parkdale Night Market last night, and I saw someone in a like sweatsuit made from a quilt. She said her neighbor had made it, so it was like a jacket and pants.
Yeah.
And it was cold out last night, and it looked so cozy. And she's like, it's actually been too warm for me to wear the whole thing. She's like, but it's great tonight. And
there is someone I follow on Instagram who lives here in Ottawa. She's in like Hintonburg, Westboro, and she actually does that. She takes quilts and she repurposes them, and it may be that I don't know, because she makes
follow the same person.
Yeah, and she like makes all of these things. And they're beautiful, and then she sells them. And
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stuff. These are so great.
So it's kind of hard to see, but we found these at H&H when we were there in May, and they are a garland kit. So you get these wooden shapes, and they have like wood etching on them. And then you get markers, and you can color them however you want. And then you get felt balls and string, and you make them into a garland.
That's awesome.
And it's a 6-foot long garland.
Oh, so that's long.
It's very long. So yeah, and all the markers are included, the needles included, the strings included. Everything is included in this for you to complete this project.
That's awesome.
It's super cool.
And there's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah,
I love the mushrooms.
We got 4 right now.
Yeah.
We have a Halloween one that's super fun.
Mushrooms,
The
because always
mushrooms is good, and
mushrooms.
this is wilderness, so it's got like moose
Oh.
and a bald eagle, and
there's
all
good
sorts of-
pictures on the website.
Oh, there's a fish.
Did we do the chat thing?
Oh, I don't
in
think I
case
did, but
people
no
are
one
talking
hasn't
at
been
us?
chatting with us lately.
Live
Say
chat.
hello if you're there.
Please say hello to us.
Yeah, they're super cute. You know what's also amazing about? So they're from the States. They're made in Oregon.
Yep.
They're woman owned.
Nice.
All women owning this business.
Nice.
So yeah, super cool. They have also, I think, a link to like videos and stuff
Nice.
on there. It's a scan for more info and inspiration. So I think they've got lots of help to help you.
I know this is like aimed at children,
Yeah,
but I would
love it
entirely do
myself.
it. Yeah.
I just, the kids bring stuff home and I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah. The markers look like good.
Yeah, they look
They're like
really
paint
nice
markers
Yeah, they're
instead of
like not like your regular Crayola markers.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really nice markers, and I have a feeling you probably wouldn't use them up with this kit, so you could use them for something else.
Yeah.
Super cute. When I saw these at H&H, I was like, ooh, those are cool. And then Faustina was like, oh yeah, I ordered them. I was
Yay!
like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
Super, super cute. The Halloween one is fun. And of course, they all have like, the markers are like on theme. Yeah, so you don't get random colors. You get colors that go with it.
Nice.
So, yeah, super,
You know
super
what?
cute.
This would be great if you need a quiet, like a lot of people I bet are traveling this weekend. If you need a quiet activity at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Or in the car or at wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That you don't want kids
and you just
on
have
TV.
So my problem is I would hand this to my kids and they would color it like crazy and I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You've got to let go of your expectations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about like fun kid things.
Oh.
So it's fun. So you got this in and you told us, and I told Shavy, and he was like, I'll build it. And I was like, Michelle's building it. He's like, Michelle doesn't know how to build Lego. I'll build it.
Yeah. So yeah, I brought these in and I had the kit that I was putting together, and Katie's like, oh, I'll get Shabby to do it. I was like, no, I want to do it. I love putting Lego together.
So it's not Lego brand.
No, it's not Lego brand, but it is building blocks.
Yes.
This is from Sally Tomato, and it is a vintage sewing machine.
And when you turn the
it's
crank,
got moving parts. So when you turn the crank, I think we've knocked it around a little bit, but when you turn the crank,
oh no,
the pedal goes up and down, and also the needle goes up and down. So yeah, look, you can move it.
It's so cute.
It's so super cute. Yeah, kind of fun to put together.
It would be a great gift.
Great Christmas gift.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and it's quite big, as you can see. It would make a lovely display
in your sewing room.
Yeah, in your sewing room. It's so cute. Do you remember when Faustina gave us those?
I have mine. I still have mine in my room.
What was it? Playmobil?
Yeah, little Playmobil like sewer.
It was like a seamstress.
Yeah.
And so it was this lady, and she has a dress for him, and she has a couple outfits that you can put on.
Yeah.
And it came with like scissors and
like a little trunk of things. And
I still have mine too.
Yes, I have mine, and I keep it next to my award that you guys gave me. We did like the Fabbies, which was something from The Office.
The Dundies. If you are an Office fan,
I'm not.
Caitlin and I love The Office, and so on The Office they have the Dundies, which is these made up awards that Michael gives to his staff, and they're always ridiculous.
It was like a gold pin cushion you guys made out of.
Caitlin made up all of these like award type things, like trophies, and then we voted on who got what prize.
So I have my little Playmobil thing, that, and then a plaster cast of my teeth that the dentist made. And he's like, we're gonna throw them. I'm like, can I keep them? And I'm like,
I worked in dental.
Sure.
You just toss them because you have to use it to make stuff.
Yeah.
And then, we just toss them.
I wanted my teeth.
So. I had one of those, but I just tossed it because I was like, I don't want to look at my teeth.
Oh no, I'm like, those are my teeth. I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought about keeping my wisdom teeth, but I was like, no.
Oh, I have my wisdom teeth. I have my wisdom teeth. I have all of the teeth that my children have lost. I have my cat's baby teeth.
So I just wonder, okay, so I have some of that stuff too. So Thomas has been losing teeth, so I have them in my drawer.
Yes.
But I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get rid of these. I just don't feel the need to keep them. And then we also have their umbilical cords.
I have those tucked
And I'm
away
like,
somewhere.
why do I have this?
I don't know. Well, because
like in 30 years, am I going to look at that and go, ooh, an umbilical cord? Like,
no.
I don't think so. I think it's just some weird, random, dried up thing that's living in my house. And
I know that it was like my parents had our
Yeah.
stuff, and so it's become this like
like, did you
tradition.
pass
But
it down? Like, are your parents going to give you?
well, I'm gonna inherit all that stuff when they die,
Like, I just think
anyways.
it's weird. I personally feel it's weird to keep that stuff, but
yeah, it's a little weird.
and then Owen is very sentimental because his parents never threw out anything. Like,
Yes.
They kept everything. And so he's like, well, we got to keep it. I'm like, but why? Like, why are we keeping it? And so he's starting to be able to, like,
let go
of some things because, yeah, his parents were hoarders. Not actual hoarders, but they
a
kept
lot
way
of stuff.
too much stuff. Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, well, my parents recently cleaned out my grandfather's house a couple years ago when he passed away.
Yeah.
And my dad said he was finding things, and they threw out a lot because my grandparents kept everything. But he found like letters that my aunt had written to my grandmother when she went back home to Portugal.
Those things. Like, you keep those, I would say.
But like the birthday, and he like the birthday card my dad made my grandmother when he was 10 years old, and he's like, and he looked at it and he goes, this is like, you look at it and you go, this is wonderful, what do you do with this? I'm like, you scrapbook, Dad.
Yeah. I know. My dad was recently cleaning out a barn that I was on my grandparents' property because both my grandparents passed away, and their estate is finally getting settled like 10 years later. And so he came home with my grandfather used to run an auto body shop, so he used to fix cars and stuff. And he had a couple of bill books, like, you know, those little invoice booklets. And they were from 1961 from his business.
Oh my goodness.
And he would be like, you know, whoever, Campbellford, he would put the date and where they were from.
Yeah.
And then he would what they were getting fixed.
Yeah.
Not a lot of detail.
No.
Just like fender, $2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was fascinating to see how much stuff cost.
Yeah.
And it was like complete front end because someone got into an accident.
Yeah.
It was like $50. We're like, whoa, that was expensive.
Well,
it was super cool, but it's like, do you toss that? Like, what do you do with it? So I have it now because I keep some of the family stuff. But
you know, some of that stuff ends up being important for historical records in, like, you know, the understanding the cost of things and what life was like. But you know, I guess you'd have to know who to contact to pass it on.
Who wants it?
No, I know. Well, and I got a friend that works for Library and Archives, and they do like collection maintenance, where he basically goes through the box and is like, this thing is worth keeping and this thing is not worth keeping. And he says he's found some really cool stuff.
I bet.
That is just like, some of it is cool that is worth keeping, and some of it is cool that is like, why are we keeping this thing? And it just gets tossed.
And you know what's okay? So segue. This has made me think. So I'm reading.
We're rambling today.
But this actually is fabric based. So I'm reading this book called Worn, which is about the history of clothing, but they do it by fiber. So we're talking about linen and stuff. And so I was talking about how male archaeologists would like go into tombs in Egypt, and like they would just find a wadded up thing of fabric, and they'd be like, oh, that's not worth anything. And then, so in one of the tombs they opened up, they found this shirt, and they just thought it was this wad of fabric, and so they just threw it in a box, and it got like buried in a museum somewhere. And then someone was looking at it, and they're like, oh my God, this is like the most intricate shirt. It was the first complete shirt from the past that we have.
Wow.
And it was like 3,000 years old, and they had thought it was just like nothing. And so,
it was a woman that found it.
And then a woman, and like it was amazing how it was constructed too. I didn't see a picture, but the description was there was pleats all over the body of it and the arms, so that it could expand or shrink depending on like how big you were or whatever. And like it was really form fitted without like darts and stuff like that. Like I don't know how they did it, but it was all with pleats and stuff.
You know, really it's cool. So I've heard similar stories of, you know, and it's so it really shows you why it is so important to have representation in all areas of especially scientific discovery, where you know, men were like confused as to what some tool was, and a woman archaeologist came along and was like, that's for knitting.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's so similar to a tool we have now, and because the men had never been in a space where they had seen something like that.
Yeah,
so
I've heard that with loom weights too.
Yes.
They didn't know what they were. The calendar.
Yes.
How like they were like, why are all these calendars 28 days?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, because
that's
a woman's
cycle. Yeah.
Like, and if a woman looks at, oh yeah, they know exactly what it is. That's why you need to have a lot of people looking at things so that everyone's experience can
absolutely.
So anyways,
okay, moving on.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I think can we like
there's one inside. I don't know why they didn't take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
So we finally got these delivered. Some
we should take them off of pre-order.
I did.
Oh, fantastic.
Already did. Ahead of you, Katie. So yeah, we had these on pre-order, but now they are available. So if you had pre-ordered it, it's ready to go. You should have gotten an email.
It's really nice looking.
It's gorgeous. So this is the new Kylie and the Machine Advent Calendar. What's really nice about this one is got no plastic in it.
Yeah, the bag is not. This is a biodegradable. I think it's made from vegetable. Yeah, made from
when you would
plants.
open it up inside, it would be like plastic little cubbies.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that this year. It's
no.
So like, look at this.
Oh,
thing.
It's magnetic. Like this is a beautiful box. You're gonna want to keep.
Look at that. And so inside is sugar. The tray is made from sugarcane pulp.
Cool.
Super cool.
Very cool.
Look how beautiful this is.
That's gorgeous.
So it tells you where to, like, there's a little map on the side, and then it kind of tells you a little bit about what's in the box.
And the illustrations are beautiful. And the front is actually like it's a seek and find. Apparently, Kylie and her cats are, and there's like there's a stork scissors in here. There's a big sewing machine. Yeah, the cats are hiding in here somewhere.
Well, there's two cats. There's a cat. There's a cat.
Yeah, I was reading about it.
There's a koala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, I got one. I'm very excited.
I got one too.
Actually, I'm gonna have two advent calendars. I ordered the Aurifil one.
Oh,
yeah, so
exciting!
Aurifil's having a fun one this year. This is their first one, and they surprised announced it. So I have one on order. But yeah, this is beautiful.
I know. I don't know if I might get a chocolate one.
You know, last year we got the kids' chocolate ones. We got the good Lindt ones from Costco. So it's like super big, lots of chocolate, and they didn't eat half of them. So we're like, no Lindt ones this year.
Shabby went to an early trick-or-treating. It was an accessible trick-or-treating day, and brought home a like giant bag of candy. Like, swear to God, like 16 Kinder eggs.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, yeah, I don't want them.
Oh.
He's like, they're not great. I'm like,
honestly, they're not. But I mean, but he has a refined palate, Shabby.
We have to get his eye medication compounded, and it's where we go is they also have like a health food section. So Jason will often take Shabby and they'll pick up a chocolate bar, and he likes 100% dark.
Oh my God, I can't even handle that. Like my limit's like 72.
No, his favorite is 100% dark chocolate.
That's like almost inedible.
Yes, it's so bitter. And he's like, this is the best.
Oh my gosh, that's
such a weird kid.
Yeah, anyways, I'm making one this year. I bought that really cute one, the Canada egg.
Oh, yes.
With all the moose and the beavers, and so I
have one I made years ago that I stuff with things.
Yeah, now I have to make it.
Yes.
And then I have to figure out what to put in it.
Bulk barn.
I got 2 months. I said to my husband last, I got 2 months.
Well, good thing you made those sweatshirts.
Oh my God. Yeah. So beautiful. It's on the website. It's in store if you want it.
Let's do the flaxen twine. These are so great.
I think these are adorable.
The macrame. These are macrame earrings made with linen
Linen thread of some
Yeah, we
kind.
can't open this one.
Oh, is that one not openable?
No, it's not openable.
But this one is. So
but there's 3 different colors.
Yeah, so the color will show right here.
Here,
So this is a beautiful green. There's a green, there's like a pinky color.
And then there's like
and
a
there's
natural
white cream color. And they look so cute.
Yeah.
So they have everything you need to make in it.
Really simple looking.
Oh, it doesn't, and of course it doesn't.
No,
have
it doesn't have anything.
Does it do it on the bottom?
Oh, yes.
Kit includes 14 yards of fingering weight linen, 2 ear hooks and jump rings, pin for combing, washi tape, clippers, and the pattern.
Yeah, I love that you get all the tools.
You get like snips in it. Yeah, you get everything you need. So super cute.
And that's the rope basket.
A rope. So this is a crochet pattern.
I really love their
so
like packaging.
Gorgeous. It's
like,
just beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it's very like you could hand this to someone as a gift, and it's like ready to go.
So you can make it as a gift, or you could just give them the kit, and look, it comes with the crochet
hook. Oh, that's a
and
big
that's a nice
hook.
crochet hook. Like that feels nice in the hand. And their their rope is absolutely beautiful. It's nicely packaged.
Look at that.
And there's a leather handle. So everything you need, and then there's a rivet. No, this is a big Chicago screw to put the handle on. And of course, it gives you all the instructions.
And I think they've got a link to a video as well. Yeah.
Yeah, their kits are absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
so
gorgeous.
that comes in a couple of different colors.
3 different colors.
And then we have a basket.
A bowl
set of bowls. It makes 3 bowls. It's also beautiful. Yeah. I saw these at H&H, and I was like, Faustina, we have to get them.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
You know what? And they're a good price point. They're under $40, which is,
I mean, you buy a pair of earrings for $40.
Yeah. Well, and things are expensive these days.
Oh my
gosh, $40 is actually pretty reasonable
and I
price.
love that it's linen.
Yes.
It's linen fiber and not like just cotton.
Yeah.
I love linen. Let's talk about this guy. Oh my gosh.
We've got to watch our time because we open earlier now. We open at 10 o'clock. So Fab Chat is going to be at like 9:15 is the earliest we can get here because we drop our kids at school.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got to watch our time. A bunch of stuff we had Hawthorne handmade kits years ago.
These are super cutely packaged kits.
Yeah. Look at how wee they are.
Yeah.
And look at that. I love that.
So this is a needle felting kit. So you get most of everything that you need. So you get the instructions, you get the needles, you get a needle holder because those are sharp needles when you're done with them. Ribbon, wool felting, but you do need to get the foam working surface.
So if you want to learn how to do needle felting, we have a class coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Not for this kit, for
different a cute little mushroom.
But that does come with the block.
It does. So it comes with a foam block that you need to stab into.
Yeah. So you could use that then, and this would be your like next level kit. So and
it makes an ornament. So that you can hang on the tree.
This one is felt.
It's a felt garland.
So another sort of fall themed garland. Yeah. If you're thinking, again, quiet activity.
You know what it says on the back? So these are British. They're made in Britain somewhere. It says you also need tea and biscuits.
I love it. Optional. I don't think tea and biscuits is optional.
Wouldn't that be nice little afternoon though? A cup of tea, some biscuits, and you're like creating a craft.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we got a few different ones of these, and they're mini, so the hoops are
little,
4 inches, and so adorable. And then of course we've got tons of needle minders
and like holiday themed.
This is one. Some are not holiday themed. I think I received like 8 of them. I can't remember 8 different styles. They're wooden. And then they have a wood base, and then they have the design printed on them, and then they have a really strong magnet. So
those are lovely.
They're super cute. They're not super heavy because they are wood and not metal based.
Yeah, I do find some of the enamel ones can be heavy.
And they suggest you could wear it as a pin.
I've seen Kirsten do that. Do that before, and it's like, oh, that's brilliant. Because then you know where your needle is.
Well, or you could just wear it as a decorative.
You could just wear it as a decorative pin.
I don't embroider and hate embroidery and never want to do it. It's just not my thing. I'll do other stuff. Not that though. And so, but I see all these cute needle minders, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I would love that, but I have no use for it.
Yeah.
But I could wear that as pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be cute. But there's so many cute ones.
Okay, so you're not gonna love these then.
No, but I loved the pictures, and I would love
This
to
is the bagpiper piping. She did a whole series of like the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
And so we've got a bunch of those in.
Yeah,
and
so
then
we get a bagpiper. We get some turtle doves.
I think there's a lady dancing. And then, or maybe it's the maid milking.
No, it might be both. We got the milkmaid and the lady dancing. And then I like that this guy has a kilt on. Yes. He's obviously a Scottish piper.
Yes. And then there's some gnomes.
Yeah, so she also has some Nordic inspired ones. So we got 3. We got this is a Julia the gnome. We got Jewel the gnome, and then we got a heart, like a red heart.
Nice.
So it's beautiful. Yeah. So
that would be really nice to display
all three of them.
And you could get these would go really nicely with the modern hoopla.
Yes.
Because you could just pop them in. And I think the mini ones would fit.
No,
are they 3? Damn.
Tubes. Yeah.
Okay.
3 inch tubes. But we do have a learn to embroider class coming up, and then
there's only one spot left.
One spot left. Nab it.
Yeah.
And all of these are ambitious beginners. So once you kind of know like what you're doing. Like,
I was gonna say, looking at this
stitches,
this is easy.
Yeah, like they're not complicated stitches. You got satin stitch, you got back stitches.
Yeah, this is like an arrowhead. Like, you know what I found with embroidery too? A lot of the stitches are like, it's just a running stitch, but in a specific order.
Yeah.
Like it's not complicated.
No, I have done a little embroidery, and yeah, it's not complicated. Like lazy daisies and all that. They're not complicated. You just have to know how to do it.
I can't stand hand sewing. I really like embroidery.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't want to like maybe it's like you can't embroider clothes on a sewing machine. Well, you can, but
it's not the same.
No, but you can't, like, I don't want to hand sew things. I have a sewing machine for that.
Yes, if I can avoid hand sewing, I will.
Yeah.
Like anytime I need to sew up the hole in my bag lining.
I just do it on the machine.
Do it on the machine.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be in there looking at that. Yeah, if it doesn't really show, then machine all the way.
Yeah.
If you have to hand sew, I guess.
The only time if I'm gifting a quilt to someone, I will hand sew the binding because it's a gift.
You know what? I machine stitch the binding every time. I mean, I haven't really gifted a lot of quilts.
I've only gifted one.
In the long run, it's more durable.
Yeah.
It is more durable. Yeah. And it's faster to do.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, there's a long armor called Matante Quilts.
Yes.
And she does machine binding as well.
Okay.
And she's like, she put it on Instagram the other day, has anyone done this? Or like, what do you do? And like, people are like, what is this? I don't understand. And then she's like, oh, I'll do a little demo. So
cool.
And I use glue. I glue base.
I started using that fusible thread, which is like super game changer.
Yeah, I didn't. Could you use it with your serger, or do you just on your sewing machine?
No, I just put it in my sewing machine, and I put it in. You only need it in the bobbin. And then you still have to sew twice because like you have to sew the binding on and then fold and press and then sew again. But
yeah, it would be. I just like glue. So I glue based. Once I machine sew my binding on, I glue base the back.
Yeah.
So it stays in place, and then I don't have to use clips because I find if I use clips, sometimes it gets twisted.
It shifts,
and I don't like that. But the extra step I'm willing to do to glue it down.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Final thing. There are. We released classes last week. There are several of them are sold out already, which is fantastic. This one is
we get a couple more spots left.
This is to make a Christmas ornament. And there's no sewing involved. It's all just pinning.
So you do have to cut your fabrics into little squares, and then you get a styrofoam ball, and you have to like literally with a straight pin it to the fabric, to the ball, and then you fold it.
Yeah.
And then you just keep pinning fabric over top. And then that's why you need the ribbon, because there's raw edge right under here.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I saw these were going around last year all over Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that so badly.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
It's so
Eleanor is going to teach this class. She was very keen to do this. So we said, go for it.
It just looks so cute on the tree.
Yeah, they would.
And
And
I
a great
like,
way to use up scraps.
yeah, and I like ornaments that like represent your family. And I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
quilt. It looks kind of quilty. It looks,
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
There are the Tara from Weave Me Bee is a guest teacher we've had before.
Yes.
It's been so popular that we're running 3 classes with
3.
her this fall. 2 spots have become available tonight. I did put it
Yeah.
on Instagram and in the newsletter. So there 2 people had to withdraw. So if you would like to do an introduction to weaving class, it is not too late to sign
No.
up.
You don't need to bring anything.
Nope.
All materials are provided. You just need to show up.
Yep. And
once
it's a
you've booked your spot.
3-hour
Yeah.
class.
It's
So
a beautiful weaving.
it is
too.
beautiful. We've taken down the sample.
Yeah.
But the new one is like fall colors, and
love
it's
the
like blues and
colors.
greens
It's
and
so pretty.
yeah. And I was here when she taught the first class, and she's very incredibly knowledgeable, and people had a really great time.
Great. If I wasn't teaching tonight, I would totally take that class.
I have to make pumpkin pies tonight because we're going home, and
Yeah.
I'm working tomorrow, so I
Yeah.
cannot make pumpkin pies in the daytime.
Do you make your own pastry?
I do make my own pastry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
I made a pumpkin pie last week, and my kids love pumpkin pie. Like
Yeah.
they love it so much. Thomas, of course, with his love of
Pumpkins, yes.
It was gone in a day.
Yeah.
And my husband and I didn't get a piece.
Oh no.
Ate it all.
I made
it's okay because I'm like, any way I can get vegetables into
them.
Yeah.
I made it a salted caramel frangipane tart last weekend.
Frangipane almonds.
Yes. Love it. And with the pears at the market have been.
Oh, really?
There's this one fruit stand, I think they import from Niagara, and they always have peaches. The plums there right now are just fantastic, and a bunch of grapes and yeah. I'll
also be making a pumpkin pie this weekend. I put condensed milk in mine. Do you put condensed milk in yours? Oh my god, it's so good. Instead of sugar, you do all your spices, 2 eggs, a can of condensed milk, and then your pumpkin. That's it. And it works so good, and it sweetens it perfectly, and it's delicious.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do a couple different versions. There's one that I do that's more of a tart than a pie. It's a little bit lighter, and my parents have to watch their sweet intake.
Yes.
So I'll probably make that, and then I'll make one with my grandmother's recipe. We use vodka in the crust.
Ooh. Interesting. Owen uses sour cream in his crust.
Well, so vodka has a lower freezing point.
Okay.
And so it holds the moisture in the crust better, and you get a flakier crust.
I was going to say something. Oh, have you ever made a fluffy pumpkin pie?
Fluffy pumpkin pie? No.
Yeah, so we have these old cookbooks from this Mennonite lady.
Okay.
And I forget her last name. Anyways, and she wrote this book called Food That Schmecks. And she has amazing recipes, and one of them is a fluffy pumpkin pie. And so your eggs, you put your yolks in the pumpkin and stuff.
And then you
whip your egg whites and you fold it in, and it makes a nice light. You know how sometimes pumpkin pie is really
very
heavy,
dense. Yeah,
it is a nice light, fluffy pumpkin pie. It's
fantastic.
Delicious. Yeah, we used to do that a lot.
Well, I will be making whipped cream. And I was teasing my dad because he was like, "Why are you hand making whipped cream? I'll just buy, in a can." I'm like, no, it doesn't taste the same.
No, it doesn't.
And then
they add stuff in.
Told him that I was going to bring. I have like a whipped cream, because
a whisk to make.
There's different whisks for different things, and so the whisk he has is like this crappy silicone.
So you're using your hand and not a beater?
Yeah. Because I don't want to take out the then I'd have because at my parents' house, my mom's got her mixer like sort of tucked away, so it's like a whole thing. So I'll just do it by hand. But I'll bring my So he's like, "Why are you going to bring a whisk?" And I said to my dad travels whenever we go anywhere. He brings his own barbecue tongs because he has this pair that he got like more than 40 years ago. He's rebuilt them a couple of times because they're the perfect width to go in grills, and he can't find a replacement for them. He got them at some like random hardware store in Toronto.
God, I love it.
So like he'll like take them all apart and oil everything and like put in a new screw. And so I'm like, if you can bring your barbecue tongs with you, I can bring my whisk. So
that's so funny.
Families are funny.
Families are hilarious.
Anyways,
oh my God.
Read your newsletter tomorrow because there is a surprise for this weekend. Yeah. And other than that, have a fantastic Thanksgiving, everyone, and we will see you next week.
Okay.
All right, bye.